So let's discuss a problem in classical mechanics from the topic Newtonian mechanics. So a particle of mass m moves under a central force field given by F is equals to minus k by r power 4 r bar. That is, it is a position vector. So if E is the energy of the particle, then show that its speed is given by V is equals to square root of k by mr square plus 2e by m. So actually we need to find speed of the particle, and we have to prove that it is this one. Finally we have to find out prove that the speed of the particle is this one. So what they have given the problem is a particle of mass move under. So we have a particle and it is moving under central force field, and this is the central force, and E is the energy of the particle, and we need to find speed. So as they have mentioned, it is a central force field. We know that central forces are conservative forces. This is the point. So if we carefully study the questions, we need to uh, concentrate mainly on the key points. So here key point is here is central force field. So all the central forces are conservative forces. So F is also minus k by r power 4 r bar is a conservative force. And rule for condition conservative force follows this formula, that is curl of F is equals to 0 bar, because curl of F is a vector, that is 0 vector you have given here. So if we do curl, if we apply curl on the F, so if we do curl of F, we would get a 0 vector. So that is the meaning of this. So here curl of F is a 0 vector. So it admits a potential energy. So because of this potential energy, so F can be written as minus gradient of that is negative gradient of potential energy. So if we substitute this one here, so gradient, so because curl of curl is a 0, as A cross A is equals to 0 bar. So if we clearly we can say it is a 0 bar. So it is a vector, it is a vector. So in the case of vector notation, so here already we are having a gradient. Sorry, here we are having this del operator. So doing a cross product within del operator gives us 0. So yeah, A cross A is 0. In the same way, del cross del is also a 0. Hence force takes the form negative gradient of potential energy in order to satisfy this condition. So this for by this condition we can get this thing. And next thing is, if we integrate this term, so here del operator is for three-dimensional, minus I h cut dou by dou x, del is nothing but I h cut dou by dou x plus j cap dou by dou y, uh, that is del is nothing but we have I cap dou by dou x plus j cap dou by dou y plus k cap dou by dou z, like that. So it is for a three-dimensional space. So if we now integrate this, if we perform integration on both sides, it is just like differentiating this u, dou u by dou x, dou u by dou y, dou u by dou z, like that we will be having. So if we do integration on both sides, we would have this. So u is also negative integration of integration infinity to r f dot dr. So this comes from this formula. F is also negative gradient of u. So integrating on both sides we will have. So as there is a negative sign here, here also we are having negative sign. So after doing integration we would have this form. So in the and f here we are having f dot dr bar, because r bar is nothing but xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap. It is a position vector. So that has this this is a three-dimensional. So we would have f dot dr, and its integration from infinity to r, and we are having negative value. So from that formula we would have this formula, and in the question they have already given us f. So f is nothing but k r bar by r power 4. So k r bar by r power 4. So here actually it is minus. So f is equal to minus k r bar by r power 4. Already here we are having one minus, and again for f we are having another minus. So minus into minus you would have plus, and r bar dot dr is nothing but r has the angle between r and dr is 0 cos 0 1. So a bar dot b bar is nothing but ab cos theta. So r and dr are both parallel to each other. Parallel means angle is 0, so we would have r dr cos 0. Cos 0 is nothing but 1. So from this you would have this, and here already minus is there, and again in f we are having another minus, so minus into minus plus. So we are doing integration from infinity to r. That means just like we are bringing the particle from infinite distance to a particular point from the central force field. So that's why we are having integration from infinity to r. And here k is a constant, and r would get cancelled and it would give r cube. So in the new denominator we would have r cube. So that is nothing but r minus 3, r power minus 3. So if we do integration, we would have integration of x power n dx is nothing but x power n plus 1 by n plus 1. So minus 3 plus 1 by minus 3 plus 1, that is nothing but minus 2, and here also minus 2. So you will have this one, and finally this is nothing but minus k by 2r square. So by the conservation of energy, so what they have given, if E is the energy of the particle they have given, so E is nothing but total energy of the particle. So from the conservation of energy we have total energy of the particle has the particle is situated at particular distance from the central force field, and it is moving, so it has motion. So in order to prevent falling into the center, so total energy is nothing but sum of kinetic energy and potential energy. So here we have already calculated potential energy. So this is that, and kinetic energy in natural formula is half mv square. So the particle is moving with velocity v. So now we need to find out this v that was asked in this question. So if we send this one to that side, you would and multiplying with 2 on both sides. First we need to send this one, so it would become plus, and multiplying with 2 you would get 2e and k by r square, and we need to send this m to this side in the denominators. So 2e by m k r square by m, and if we send this square to that side, you would have square root. So from this you would have this after simplification. So finally we have proven that velocity of the particle is nothing but square root of k by mr square plus 2e by m. So that is the problem. So thank you.